Aries, I hope you're all doing well. We're going to get into your general reading and see what Spirit wants to talk to you about today. These are timeless messages, so whenever you come across this video, the message could be for you. I'm an intuitive reader, meaning that I read the energy and I use the tarot cards, oracle cards, other signs, synchronicities, things that happen during a reading as tools to help me interpret what I'm already picking up on. So if that's your jam, let's get in. And if you've been here for a while, welcome back. Thank you guys for all your support. All right, Aries, what's going on here with you? Let's see what energies are currently supporting Aries. I'm getting something like no nonsense. You're getting down to business, no nonsense. Okay. Financial security. Maybe this is why you're getting down to business, because you're focused on your finances and your financial security. Now, that could be a metaphor in some way, just looking for more security if it's not so specific to you. If you're like, my finances are fine, Andy. Well, I'm telling you, okay, well, that's good because that's your support. But also it could be a metaphor. And if you're like, Andy, my finances suck, okay, but they're going to get better. So let's see what the challenge is here for you, Aries. I'm hearing something like which way is up and which way is down. Banish a curse and good fortune. Whoa. What's going on here, Aries? Something's been going on with your fortune, your money, or maybe it could be other kind of fortune in your life. You feel like you've had a bad run lately, or maybe you're concerned about that. It's been challenging. But it's turning around here for you. And, you know, it's turning around because you've decided you want to turn it around. Because you're getting down to business. You're not going to be into this state of like a victim where it's like, oh, you know, this is like poor me. Something's happened to me. It's out of my control. Like, I can't do it. There's nothing I can do about this. You're not taking on that mentality at all. You're saying, okay, well, this is sucking. There's something going on here that is not good for my financial health, for my future, for my wealth. And money is energy. So this could be, I don't feel energetically supported in the world, you know, because I'm struggling here. And rather than thinking like the world's against me and that I've been cursed in some way, I'm just going to get down to business and make something happen for myself. Okay, so that's really good. And that's pretty strong Aries energy, the Emperor. Like, something's not working, let's change tracks, get a little bit more strategic about how we're handling things. Let's get more. Let's get more. Yeah, let's get more. Let's get one more for financial security. Cast away negativity. There you go, Aries. So energy is so wild, okay? Because when we let in negative thoughts, which is also energy, everything is really, but when we let in a negative thought form, whether that's our own thoughts or we're just constantly attuned to someone else's negativity, they can start to cast, I'm hearing, cast a downward spiral in our life where we begin to see everything through this lens of lack. I don't have enough, there's not enough, I'm not enough, I'm not good at, you know, all of these kinds of thoughts can begin to creep in. And I feel like you're just like, why would I do that to myself? It's like you're stopping in your tracks right now and saying, hold up, I'm not going down this track on this negativity train. Yeah, to lackland, to lackland. So, I mean, this is pretty powerful. You've used the power of your mind and your free will to change course. A curse is only a curse if we allow it to be. If we allow something to take hold of us, then it is effective. But if we don't allow that with our free will to happen, then we can course correct or banish that frequency, cast away negativity from our energetic field. So I don't know who's putting the negativity into your energetic field, whether it's you or someone else. But I want to tell you right now that you are pretty damn supported in your ability to do away with that whole lack mindset and those characters I'm hearing, the characters around you that are casting negativity your way, so that you can begin to grow abundance in your life and regain or sustain your financial security. And sometimes when things happen in life, like, I don't know, something about Stark, something feels really stark, but I was going to say the stock market crashes, or it's something that is kind of technically out of our hands and we lose money, or maybe the YouTube algorithm changes and all of a sudden like all our views go down or whatever it is that happens. It can be easy to get onto this mind track of like, okay, well, I don't know, like now I'm screwed, now I'm like way behind and I'm never gonna catch up, and like I was up here and now I'm down here. And that, once we feed into that, well, it just perpetuates it just keeps going. It's like a snowball. So even if something's happened that is out of your control, you could still roll back the energy into a place of abundance by simply, like very simply actually, refusing to let that negativity take hold of your security. And I don't just mean like physical financial security, I mean like security, soul security. Because when we feel like we're in lack, we don't feel secure. So come back to a place in which you feel secure, because you are. You are. Your soul is secure, spirit is with you, things are being generated, okay? Things play out in mysterious ways often, but come back to that core sense of security, Aries. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see what's up here. Are we using this deck? Or this deck? I'm kind of guided to use the Aquarian tarot. Okay, let's go with the Aquarian tarot. This is a vintage copy of this deck, so I don't know why I felt like saying that, but maybe there is something about something old coming back around and being useful again, an old skill that you're using to secure some financial security here, to secure financial security. Yep. Vocabulary game on point today. Okay, let's see. Aries. What's Aries' overall energy, spirit? Well, we'll take them all. Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of just confirming what I said. You're defending with the Seven of Wands your peace of mind. You're not going to let something startle you or throw you off balance. Now, it's important that you don't take on more than you feel you can. There's no point in burning yourself out. Tiger's eye might be something that you could utilize at this time. But there's no point in burning out. That's not what Spirit is saying when I'm hearing like get down to business. It's more of like changing your perspective, changing your energy, changing how you feel about what's going on with your finances or your business, your career, and so forth. You defending your peace of mind. Now I see you kind of sullenly walking away from something, but you lift up your head here to see what's down the road. There was disappointment here. Sorry, the cat hair. There was disappointment here at some point. Okay? Maybe you did feel like you were cursed in a sense. I do want to find out what you were disappointed in. But the good news is that you've lifted your head to look up and see what's coming up here. I feel like you're realizing that you have something new to offer. And it's almost like this setback has allowed you to tap into a skill that you weren't really using before. Okay, it's like you're being given an opportunity to develop a new skill. And that's what hardships tend to do for us, is we have to get creative, we have to get inventive, we have to see like, oh, what else could I use that I know, like what else do I know how to do that I could use to help myself get forward in my business, to go forward. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. What is Aries leaving behind? Concealed. Ooh. Something was concealed from you. Mysterious. What was concealed, Spirit? Navigation, grounding, and learn the truth. Something was grounding you recently, or like in the recent past, or maybe it's far away past, but I feel this is more recent past. It was like saying, stay still, anchor into this. Like, oh, my ear's ringing right there, my left ear. It's like, continue to do this. This is what's working, or don't change, don't switch anything up. Keep going how it is. Like, this is the right thing to do. But as you started to anchor in somewhere, it's like all the fish started swimming away. And instead of lifting the anchor and going forward to where the fish are now to get your financial security, you know, to get your abundance, like, okay, the fish have moved, so I got to move my ship now to catch them. It's like, instead of doing that, you actually just stayed where you were because you're like, well, this area was populated with so many fish before, they're going to come back. It's a lot less effort if I just stay here and wait for them to come back and don't lift my anchor up. But this was concealing the truth here of the actual situation, which was that you need to move forward. You need to lift your anchor up and grow in your business in some sense here. Confidence, to grow your confidence, to try something new, to try a new tactic. Okay? This could be about any area of life, but I mean, when the first card is financial security, I'm just going to go with that theme. But confidence in your ability to learn a new skill, to do something in a different way, to cast away negativity that says, well, that's not really my part of the ocean, so I'm not going to go over there. You know, I'm anchored here, the fish were here, they're going to come back, but now all the fish are swimming over there, but that's not my area of the ocean. Now you're like, wait a second. Nobody can lay claim to that particular area of the ocean. I can be there too. So you set sail and you develop something new, or you use an old skill and develop it to do something new, to gain more financial security. Okay. Why do I keep calling you Aquarius? Maybe because we're wearing, what is happening with language? Okay, we are using the Aquarian tarot. We are not wearing it. Okay. Strange. Okay, let's see what the opportunity is for you, Aries. The Tower. So this is kind of a big deal here. This is a big blow you've had. Maybe it's been this setback has been happening for some time. But the opportunity is the Tower. And this looks to me like a lighthouse. You see the ocean there? And maybe that's it. Like you were heading towards a certain part of the ocean because the lighthouse was guiding you there. Okay? And now that is coming, like, it's like Spirit saying, that's not the direction to go in. That's not where to go. You need to go somewhere else. Whatever's going on here for you, Aries, that feels like, oh, my good fortune is slipping away from me, or it's gone, or I have nothing. It's happening, this moment, this feeling, this actuality in your life where you're starting to feel like you're just not abundant anymore. It's happening for a very good reason. It's happening so that you can learn the truth of like how talented and skillful you actually are. And that you need to grow in what you're doing, or you need to move on to the next thing. It could be different for each of you. So you take what resonates here. Tell me more about the Tower for the opportunity. Six of Wands. See? It's successful. The Tower coming down. That lighthouse coming down is your success. Perhaps you were misled in some sense in the past. Okay, another thing's coming in here. It will only be for a few of you, but some of you really did manage to reap a lot of rewards, a lot of abundance, a lot of fortune. And for some of you, it didn't bring you the happiness that you thought it would, or it doesn't feel as good as you thought it would. And you've attached some sense of identity to success. It's like you judge yourself based on how successful you are. And this whole situation of either losing good fortune or having a lot but still being unhappy has made you realize that you are not defined by how much money you have, the career title you have, how many followers you have, like this kind of thing. That really doesn't define your soul at all. And actually, by defining your soul in that way, you're really just building your ego. But you're realizing that when you define yourself that way through those external so-called rewards, you invite in this negativity by allowing yourself to be vulnerable to external forces. Whoa. So I feel like this whole situation is a lot deeper than you think, because you're learning the truth, concealed truth, about who you really are. And how your success as a human being, as a person, as a soul, as a spirit, has literally nothing to do with how many fish you catch. Okay? As long as you can catch enough to sustain yourself, then you're living. So you're having a kind of 180 perspective coming up here in the next 3 months about what all of this means. Now, I'm not saying you aren't going to catch more fish. You will. But it's because you change this perspective. It's because you release the fear of losing your good fortune, or the fear of never having good fortune. It's because you release that fear, that negativity, that allows it to come in. Because there's not this like anxiety around it. Whoa. Okay, so let's see what the challenge is for you, Aries. The challenge for Aries. Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. This is you acting and speaking from a place of security. That's the challenge. To show up in the world, Knight of Swords, you know, do your business, engage with other people, have conversations, present yourself with this sense of authority, with this sense of security, that you have things already backing you. Even if you feel like, if you're like out there and you're like, Andy, I only have like $10 in my bank. Like, what are you talking about? Spirit is talking about the challenge being, well, your security, don't think about it in terms of like your $10. Think about it in terms of who you really are at your core and how much you know, how much you've been through, your resilience. Just your personality is so beautiful. It's so strong here. Maybe you need to know a little bit about who you are to give you that added sense of security. And I hear it all the time, 222 there. I hear it all the time, like fake it till you make it. This isn't one of those messages. This is a faith it till you make it. Okay? Faith. Faith in your own sense of security. Not faking security, not faking abundance. Having faith that you are abundant. Having faith that you are secure in your soul. The box. See, Spirit is really wanting you to go outside of your box, to pull that anchor up. Let's have a look at this card before we continue on. This is exciting. I'm excited for you. Like a whole new vista is opening up. Yeah. This is a challenge though in the moment, but it's going to pay off. It will be rewarding, this challenge. The cage, the rules, the norm. We all live to some degree within the confines of the box. This archetype represents everything that is known, anticipated, and expected. It holds us in place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest visions. The box is sneaky, insidious, and everywhere, limiting us at the most unconscious level. It is built of layer upon layer of social constructs and pressure. Breaking through its confines requires awareness, continued effort, and bravery. The box may appear as expectations from parents, a well-paying but heartless job, the pressure to look or behave like others, or simply to stay small. There is a box around you now, made of some type of confining thought. What is it? The box shifts and morphs as we grow. This is part of its multi-layered nature. Once you break through one layer, another will present itself to you. Keep going. Break through. An exquisite life requires it. And you are going to have an exquisite life. All this color that's outside of the box, that's where you're headed to. That's where you're going. Once you realize that you've boxed yourself in by anchoring into something and doing something like over and over again, even if it's not working. Or for some of you, you just said like, shit, I'm screwed now. What do I do? You got to think outside the box. Okay? Let's see. Who you are is someone who has a lot of fortitude and ingenuity. So let's see the advice. No, the supportive energy for Aries. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, learning a new skill. Learning a new skill. Whatever that is and whatever you're working on that brings you in abundance, you need to learn a new skill here. And it's not to be like others who are more abundant. That's not the point, is to go anchor next to that other ship that has all the fish because they must know like how to catch fish because, you know, they're doing a certain thing. So now I'm going to do the same thing in the same way. That's not the point. It's just to be able to shift and move when you need to adapt. Adaptability is really what Spirit is saying. But remain true to yourself. Keep your integrity, but learn how to adapt. So you don't need to follow anybody, okay? You can look at others and how they've gained success in order to learn, but you're going to inevitably end up tweaking it to a way that is more in alignment with who you are. So allow yourself to do those little tweaks. Okay. Your advice, Aries. 10 of Cups. Cast away negativity and bring back that happiness in your life. Okay, so work sucks. Go have some fun doing a hobby that you like for a few hours. Okay? Bring back some joy into your energetic field. It's not just so you feel better. It's to like pull that energy back in so that you have it orbiting around you and you can use it. It's at your disposal to infuse into your creative ideas, to infuse into your work projects, to just help propel you forward, give you the strength and the energy to lift the anchor up. So spend time with family, friends, or do something you love. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. When we're in situations where there's a lot of stress, especially around money and security, like, it can get really obsessive really easily, okay? Because security is a lot. It means a lot in this world. Okay? So it's important that you don't obsess or don't narrow your focus so much that you miss out on all the joy of the present moment and all the happiness that surrounds you that you could have, all the fun you could have. That's your advice. Cast away negativity. So let's see what's going to manifest in the next 3 months for you, Aries. And then I'm going to go into an extended reading. In the extended, we're going to go a layer deeper. We'll get more details, more advice. If you don't want to go along to that, or you can't for whatever reason, then just trust that you received the information that you needed here. Let's see. 9 of Swords. No, this is not, don't do this in the next 3 months. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. It's okay to stress out. Sometimes we need to look at our stress and anxiety in order to figure out what we're really scared of. What are we really fearing? Whatever you've built up for yourself, you did it. Nobody else did it for you. You did it. So you know what you're doing. You have the tools. You have the skills. There was a point where you didn't know how to do what you've already done to be successful. It's just been a while since you've been back in that position. So you might have some nightmares, some dreams that are trying to tell you something about your fears. Let's get a little bit more on the 9 of Swords. 8 of Wands. So sometimes, not always, okay? Sometimes like attracts like. And Spirit is saying, if you let negativity in, fear, worry, lack mindset, then there's a potential to attract more of that towards you. People who also feel the same. People who are not receptive or not giving, have no gratitude, these kinds of things. And their energy can actually really affect you. So in the next 3 months, I feel like you're going to become really aware of how external forces are creating anxiety for you when they don't need to. So in order to cast away negativity, we need to know where it's coming from. And that's what you're discovering in the next 3 months. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. I don't know if I said it, but the link for the extended is in the description box below. All right, I love you so much. I'll see you next time.